Hey guys, Tristan here with Golden Goats. I just got back from Seattle Regionals. I got second place. I went 701. I played against Altergeist, Cyber Dragon, Trickstar, 3 Sky Strikers, a Salamangreat, and a Danger Thunder Dragon deck. My draw was the mirror because the mirror is really long. So yeah, and today this video is brought to you by Trifinity Mats, Dex Protection, and Plus One Gaming. And yeah, let's get to my list. I played 3 Ray, standard. I kind of mixed things up this week, and I went 2 Veiler, 2 Ogre, 3 Ash. I cut impermanence because I just felt like I didn't need more hand traps, and I needed more. I wanted to fit more engine cards in, to help me out more in the mirror, because I felt like the mirror was gonna be heavy. But I guess I got a mix of matches today, and so yeah, I think Ghost Ogre is the best one. To hit multi-roll, and against combo decks, you can always hit Summon Sorceress, and that almost ends their turn every time. So I might want to put this back up to 3. I played 3. I played 3 of all the good ones. Where is Engage? Sweet. So I played 3 Engage, 3 Anchor, 3 Roll. I always want to have 2 up in the mirror match, so that's why I played 3, because if they clear 1, I still have the 2 for my place. Also, that this answers Thanos, and that's really important for your Afterburner and your Widow Anchors to take. So yeah, and also against Salad, if you don't draw a Jamming Wave or the other card I play, then you'll have to use this to waste their Roar, or because if they let this resolve, it's over. I maxed out on consistency cards, so I felt like the only time I lost is if I couldn't play, and so this just helped me play, and it also helps feed spells into my graveyard at the beginning of the game, because I'm just trying to get out of the early game. I did Burner, Horned Drone, Jamming, Shark Cannon, Base. Alright, so this is explanatory. I don't need multiple cards that fulfill the same rule, so I only played 1 Shark Cannon, and I don't get why people want to play 3 Called By and 3 Crow and all of them when you have a searchable one that just does the job when you need it to. And against Sal, I feel like there's only a few cards you do want to hit, and that's Falco and Jaguar. After you hit those cards, they can't really grind with you anyway. So that's why I only did that. I only did 1 Jamming Wave because I play MST, so I don't need multiples of this. I just wanted one that was searchable, and I like Jamming Wave against rogue decks and the mirror match especially. I like ways to out my opponent's back row or force things out. And then I really like Hercules Base. A lot of people don't play this card, but the fact that it can attack twice, so in the Sky Striker mirror you can draw 2 cards, or what you do is you attack and then they go, oh, I'm gonna Kana it, and then you're like, perfect. And then that's fine because you make your opponent waste a card or a Kana, and they can't do it later, and then you can hit them with it later, or if they already use Kana. There's a lot of interactions with this card in the mirror, and it helps you grind in the mirror. Another thing is that a lot of people don't know is that against Salamangreat, a lot of Salamangreat players will just end on their board, and if you're able to get into your Kagari and equip this and then just swing over, you'll take 2 cards away from them, and then you'll get to draw 2 cards, so that's a really big tempo play. And if they have Banelings, that's still fine because it clears the wolf, and you'll get to draw a card. So it works perfectly fine. And so it was one of the best cards in my deck this weekend. 2 Eagle Booster. This is the card that I always want to see. I would have played a third and played 41 cards. I was really tempted to, but I really couldn't go over 40. I really didn't feel like I wanted to max out on consistency cards and then not play 40. It doesn't make sense. But this card's really good. I always want to Eagle Booster my cards to make sure my play goes through. So yeah. 3 Shared Ride. This card's kind of like Max C in a way. It's just a good card. Rhoda, Upstart, and then the 2 MSTs. So I played MST over Twin Twister because it was a 1-for-1, and that was really important in the Salad mirror or not in the Salad mirror, but against Salad, because against Salad they want to simplify the game state to where if the game is simplified, they'll beat you because they're just gonna get a bunch of cards and their boards get just a lot of pressure really fast. So like in a simplified game state, you're gonna lose. And this card helps you get because if they end with the trap, all you have to do is play this, and then they have to flip it, and then you're like, oh, okay, perfect. Because now you didn't neg a card, so you have 5 live cards to play the game. And that also means that you'll probably get to resolve multi-roll. Because usually if I didn't play this, like I'd have to get a multi-roll to bait out the war, because if this resolves, the game's over. And MST does that, and against in the mirror match, this card's really good. Because a lot of times what I did is that I would, not a lot of times, but this did come up, is that he took my Sky Striker Shizuku, and I was like, oh no. And then he went into battle and attacked, and I just MST'd my Area 0, and then I was able to summon Kaina, and then I was able to Kaina one of it, and then he wasn't able to attack or clear anything, and it was a really good play, and I was able to blow him out the next turn. So yeah, MST was really, really good, and a lot of people don't know this, but if you have MST and Engage, and you already have 2 spells, you can activate Engage against combo decks and just MST this, and then you'll get to search the card and still draw because it checks on resolution, and there will be 3 spells in your graveyard. So it was never truly a dead card. It was really good, and it's a lot better MSTing your Area 0 than it feels like Twin Twistering your own Area 0 so you can play. So yeah, that's why I played 2 MST. 1 goods, 1 fusion. So the morning of, I was gonna play 2 fusion. I really didn't want to play goods. I didn't really like goods. And I also was about to not play either of these. These were gonna be impermanences, but you know, this was okay. If I draw both of these together, I can still at least send the Engage, and if these were 2 Metalfoes fusion, then I'd just lose. You know what I mean? Yeah, I really don't like this engine anymore. I don't feel like it doesn't guarantee you out of the early game. So, yeah. My my extra deck I played this weekend was 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, 3 Hayate, and 2 Kaina. This is against combo decks. Against combo decks, what I do is I'll summon it to target the Colossus. They'll try to make a push, and then they don't ever expect the second one. And then you summon the second one, and then you just stop, and you can stop the Dark Matter or another one attacking, and then you live. So yeah, and she's just really good. I really liked her. Phoenix, Hita, Ningrisu, and of course Bomber Dragon. I don't play Boral Sword. I don't think that card's that good. These ones are specific because what I can do with Hita is when I play against, like, especially against Salad, is that I can just take whatever and make Ningrisu, and this card's really good against Salad because they don't know. I send it to the grave, so they can't Bane Links whatever I Ningrisu. So that's really good. And Hita can also take Reborn my opponent's Nightmare Phoenixes, and then I can just make Bomber Dragon because it doesn't matter. It's just 2+ monsters. So this card's just a lot easier to make. And this card with Hercules base can do 6,000 damage out of nowhere, and then you just win the game. So yeah. And then my side deck. I played 2 Sphere Mode. A lot of people don't play Sphere Mode, but I chose to play Sphere Mode because over Swords of Concealing Light, because I don't have to bait anything out with this card. With Swords, you have to bait out their card and then play Swords, and then you get to play. But with this, it doesn't matter what board they put. I'm just like, Tribute 3, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, I want cards that just have immediate value, and that's why I chose to play Sphere Mode. 3 Lancia, combo decks. This card's really good. Oh, and when you're under multi-roll a lot, when I had this, if I had multi-roll out, it's really good because I would just use all my cards because I know I could just get them all back because they don't get banished. So I played 2 Wrestler. You need to have a combination of 2 outs to out Anti-Spell and Roar, and so I had to play Wrestler. I also would put in, my MSTs were already in my main deck, and I put in 2 Twins. just to almost guarantee that I could always out the anti-spell. Because if I can out that, then I can probably play, because they already baited out the trap. And so, yeah, you just need to have a combination 2, and Dino Wrestler just did it the best. 3 twin. I would not take out MST in the mirror, and I'd side in this, so I'd have MST and twin. Though that utility in the mirror is really good, especially after you resolve multi-roll and they can't respond. And this almost helps guarantee that they won't resolve multi-roll. So, yeah. 2 mind control. I wouldn't play this card again. This card was actually not really good for me. Everything is almost ego boosted all the time. I think that I need to put in probably DD Crows for Salad. And then 3, there can be only 1. I chose this as my floodgate because you can draw it past turn 1 and it's still good, and it's really good drawing into boards. So this card was just really good in general. I definitely would play more, or not more, but I definitely would suggest playing this over Summon Limit. So shout outs to my testing group, Gio, Paco, Alex, the Kevins, Matt, Chris. Shout outs to my friend Manov. Shout outs to Rigo and my boy John especially. John, this was actually John's list, and because I was gonna just play the same list as I did last week at Wilsonville, and he just said, "Hey, like try this list," and then I played a few games. I was still iffy about it, and then he like ran through everything again, and yeah, so it ran really well. I would only make some changes and find a way to add the impermanence and probably cut the goods. And shout out to my girlfriend for always supporting me. And I think that is it. Yeah, thank you.